The motion to revoke, motion to adjudicate on the MTR with your attorney
Yes, Your Honor.
and the United States citizen.
Yes, Your Honor.
And on the motion to revoke, you understand I can sentence you up to 20 years in TDC.
Yes, Your Honor.
And on the plea, it looks like a cap of 5 years TDC or probation. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, state, any evidence on the new case?
State would offer State's Exhibit 1 and attachments, which is included in the plea paperwork.
The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
Okay, they're admitted. Let's see, on the motion to revoke, go ahead, state.
On the motion to revoke, Your Honor, proceeding on, this is the wrong MTR.
The easiest one is that he had tested positive for marijuana and had failed to submit himself to testing.
Tommy, do you need me to send the MTR?
No, I have it. I just put
Okay.
it. My apologies, Judge. Violation of condition number 2, Your Honor, that on or about the 17th day of March, 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Eduardo Castellanos, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead that, true or not true? How do you plead?
True.
You gotta speak up.
Oh, true. True, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yeah, true. Okay, true. Go ahead.
And the violation of condition number 2, that on or about the 10th day of December 2020 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Eduardo Castellanos, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead that, true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
State would waive and abandon all others pursuant to agreed recommendation, Your Honor.
What's the agreed recommendation?
Dependent on what your sentence is in the Cap 5 silent case, Your Honor.
So there's, okay, I'm sorry. So the MTR is just gonna hold off until whatever happens on the new case, the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. It seemed counterproductive to attempt to revoke him if he was going to get probation on the Cap 5 silent.
Okay, and it's silent. Okay, silent from the state. Any witnesses from either side or from the defense?
None from the defense, Your Honor.
None from the state, Your Honor.
Any argument to that, Mr. or Martinez, or you want to go forward, or you asking for, well, you can always go on the MTR if you ask for the PSI, but if you ask for a PSI or you want to go forward now?
Your Honor, if it would be okay with the court, I would be willing to waive the PSI. I already explained to my client that he would have to adhere to any recommendations once the TAP evaluation was done.
So you're willing to waive the PSI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and any argument, I know the state's silent, but why it should follow the, look like he pled to the UAs, right? Not the new one. Well, the new one's on the information. Okay, let's see, that assault that's being dropped, was that a different date on the new case from the other assault? Or the same
Yes,
date?
that's on a different date, Your Honor.
Different date, same victim. Do you know if she wants to, what her opinion, or at least what she feels about this? She wanted him to go to prison. She doesn't want him to go. Is kind of leaving it up to you, or what she's kind of told y'all?
Your Honor, we considered, I don't know how much I should say considering we said silent, Judge, but we considered
Okay, well,
her
if you're
statement
silent,
to us when we agreed to
I'm
take the
sorry,
case
could you
into
please repeat
consideration.
that, counsel? Could you repeat that? Mr. Chairman?
I said we considered what she told us when we agreed to take that cause into consideration.
okay. Any argument, Mr. Martinez?
Yeah, Your Honor, basically the same thing, that the DA has spoken to the victim, and it was my understanding that that's the reason we got the offer we got, because she was kind of in the middle of the road, and this has to do with his kids and going back and forth and fighting. The biggest argument that I have for my client is that he is working with one of the pool companies as an excavator, making real good money, has been there for a while. I've known this individual for a very long time. And to me, the way he came back to me this time around. He's completely changed his life around. So I was truly hoping that the court would consider granting him another defer to run concurrent with his current defer, and then let him prove to us that he can stay clean and that he won't get into any trouble and he won't violate any and all conditions of his probation. I feel confident that he will do that, Judge.
One moment, please. Mr. Pettis, could you please mute
Yeah,
yourself? I
okay,
didn't
you're
quite
right.
hear the last portion, Mr. Martinez.
Thank you.
And I feel confident that with everything that has happened inside my office, he's been in my office in the last month at least 3 or 4 times. And I think that this is one of those that perhaps we should take a chance and give him another shot at deferred. It's not like we couldn't do something later if he revokes it or if he violates any of your all's conditions, Judge.
Alex, how much time does he have left on how many years left on the one he's on probation now, the drug case?
4 years.
How many?
4 years.
4 years left?
Yes, sir.
That's fine. Mr. Castellanos, your attorney made some good arguments to keep you on, but I really did consider sending you to prison with that new case. I'm going to defer finding a guilt, place you on 5 years community supervision, but I will tell you, you're going to be on for deferred now for an assault of family violence. I can't tell you what I would do, but I have no problem sentencing you to the 10 years prison if you come back with another assault on same person and anybody else. I don't have any issues with that. I think you got a big break right here when considering that. Let's see. TIC 2021-031 and CC 661989, $1,000 fine. I'll put 80 hours community service, bib class, and I'll run concurrent with the motion to revoke. All right, you don't want to come back again, okay, Mr.